They know that they've been able, that they work in the loudest barn in the National Hockey League. But what I told them was that Neeganan Center is the loudest barn in the Indigenous community. So here's what I need some help with. On a count of 3, we're gonna go Jets, go. You guys ready? Now, I want you to be as loud as you can, like pretend that you're winning at bingo. That kind of loud, okay? On a count of 3, you ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay, one more time, but now we gotta say go, Moose, go. You guys ready? But even be louder, okay? You ready? 1, 2, 3. Ah, there we go. Thank you guys so much. So a few people that I want to acknowledge. My very first boss is here, of course, Marilyn Bartlett. Give Marilyn a big round of applause. Heather McCormick, who's the Director of Education and Training, helped put us on today. I want to thank Heather. I think Damon Johnston's going to be around. I'm hoping Damon's going to be here. The Chief Superintendent of Seven Oaks School Division's here, my former junior high school principal, Brian O'Leary. Give him a round of applause. And then the other folks that are here are going to be speaking, so I'll call them up. But what we're going to do now is one of the things that's happening for this upcoming weekend is we're having something called WASAC Night. And for the first time that we know of in a major sporting event, the national anthem is going to be done in Ojibwe. And so what we wanted to do was to give you guys a bit of a flavor on what that's going to be like. And so I want to introduce to you now, we're going to be doing, to start off our event in a good way, we're going to be calling up a young group of girls to sing us a welcome song in Ojibwe, and they're going to be singing us a thank you song in Ojibwe. And they have a beautiful bio, so I want to read it for all of you. Please help us welcome an amazing group of girls from Riverbend Community School in Seven Oaks School Division. They have been in the Ojibwe bilingual language program since its inception for 4 years ago. These young Indigenous girls represent empowerment and hope for Indigenous language revitalization, and in doing so embody reconciliation in action. Here is the Ojibwe choir from Riverbend School, the Strong Warrior Girls Anishinaabe Singers. Let's give them a big round of applause, everybody. So they're going to sing 2 songs for us. They're going to sing a Boozhoo Anin song, which means welcome in Ojibwe, and they're going to sing us the Miigwech song, which means thank you in Ojibwe.
Miigwech, 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 kche miigwech, miigwech onjeyake. Miigwech, miigwech, kche miigwech, miigwech kakanawmage. Miigwech, miigwech, kche miigwech, miigwech kakanawmage. Miigwech, miigwech, kche miigwech, miigwech kakanawaya. Miigwech, miigwech, kche miigwech, miigwech kakanawaya. Miigwech!
All right, everyone, how about another round of applause? The Strong Warrior Girls Anishinaabe Singers Choir. So there's been a long-standing partnership between True North and the Winnipeg Aboriginal Sport Achievement Centre, almost pushing 20 years now. And one of the things that we wanted to do as part of WASAC Night and Follow Your Dreams with the Moose is to remind people that you can't talk about the history of Canada and the history of Manitoba without talking about the unique relationship with Indigenous people. So whether you are Indigenous or non-Indigenous, this is as much of your history and heritage as it is ours. It's a collective history and it's a collective heritage. But we can't just tell people that. We have to show people that. And when something's important to us, the best way to show someone is to celebrate it. So we made a decision last year to celebrate Indigenous culture and pride in the loudest barn in the National Hockey League. And there's so many people that work hard, and there's young people that are flying in from isolated First Nation communities to be able to celebrate culture and pride at Bell MTS, and we're doing a ton of stuff and we're really excited. The best thing I can do is to show you a video from last year that gives you a sense of what this upcoming weekend is going to be looking like. So that's what's going to be coming up on the 17th and 18th. We have it WASAC Night and then Follow Your Dreams Day with the Manitoba Moose. And the executive director of WASAC is Trevor Fort. He's the leading force driving the team at WASAC to make sure this weekend is going to go wonderful. And I'd like to call up Trevor Fort now.
Good morning. It's great to see such a huge crowd. Up front there, you don't notice how big the crowd is, but I'm really excited and happy that you're all here. First off, I would like to thank the Indigenous Center and Marilyn Bartlett for hosting us here today. This building and the organizations that are housed here do such important work and are the stepping stones for the beginning of many careers. I know this because I am personally one of those who over 20 years ago started my career in this very building. And it makes me very proud to come back here for an important announcement like this. It makes me very proud. I would also like to thank John Olver and the whole team at True North organization for partnering with us on this great initiative. WASAC first started working with True North nearly 20 years ago. It's crazy to think how long ago that is. We started working with them on the Little Moose program, and we are very, very proud to see how many kids True North reaches now with their Winnipeg Jets Hockey Academy. The True North organization has long been an inclusive organization, and we are very excited to be able to bring youth from our Métis and First Nations communities across Manitoba here next weekend to take part in this great celebration. This will be a fantastic experience for those youth, and we are proud to have worked in partnership with the True North to make this weekend possible. I would also like to thank, personally, I would like to thank our team at WASAC. WASAC works with over 5,000 Indigenous youth throughout the whole province of Manitoba every single year, and the amazing staff and team and leadership that we have from our WASAC team always comes does above and beyond what is expected of them, and to put on an event like this, even this press conference, and next weekend with the games and the kids coming down, it's a lot of work, and I'm very proud to get to work with so many great people at WASAC who have been doing this extraordinary work. I would also like to thank our guests here from Niiganan College, and we also have some guests here from our after-school programs with Southeast Collegiate and Gordon Bell. So welcome to this event, and thank you for coming and supporting us. WASAC is very, very excited to be a part of this event, and we look forward to all the festivities and planned for the youth this weekend. Thanks so much for coming.
Okay, before I call up our next speaker, there's a couple people that I want to acknowledge that we wouldn't be able to do this really exciting Jersey Unveil without them. The first one is Leticia Spence. Could you stand up, Leticia, who designed the logos of the Jets and the Moose. Leticia is a First Nation from Cross Lake. She's a proud WASAC alumni, an amazing artist, and an absolutely unbelievable role model. And when we saw the opening choir, I know these young girls look up to people like Leticia, and so we're so incredibly proud. We wouldn't be here without Leticia and the incredible work that Josh Dudek and Duchit and Kevin Jorgensen. Is Josh and Kevin here? Could you guys give a wave? Here they are, guys. If you can give a wave. They work with Leticia on these logos. The other thing that's really important, you should know, there's a champion that's been at True North for close to 25 years. Her name is Rachel Esquash. Where's Rachel? Is she around? Rachel, can you stand up? Here's Rachel Esquash, everyone. She's worked at the True North for 25 years. She's been providing advice and support and guidance to the True North team, and I know that John Olver and Mark Chipman and the entire team are so proud of the work and the work that you've done at True North for 25 years. And I know we wouldn't be here without you for the incredible work and the encouragement that you've provided to the team there. So can we give Rachel a big round of applause? Thank you so much, Rachel. Now, I do want to say that there has always been a strong commitment to the partnership between True North and WASAC, but more importantly, there has been a strong commitment to a long-term relationship between True North and the Indigenous community, and that's why we're here today. And that happens because of the leadership at True North. And we know Mark Chipman, and I know John Olver, who's a good friend of mine. He's the president and chief operating officer over at True North. Days like this don't happen unless there's champions for this in organizations. And I can tell you, John has been an incredible champion. We also know how we symbolize pride in a community and with an organization is through a logo. So it's incredibly significant, the logos that we have, because it's the pride of the organization and the pride in our community. And this event and this unveil is simply about this, that we need to be proud of who we are, proud of where we're from, and we should always have the opportunity to give back. And I want to thank John and the incredible team at True North to see the strength and the beauty and allowing the Indigenous community to be incredibly generous to give back to our broader community. And I want to call up John Olver for helping make that possible.
Before we get to one of the highlights of today's event, the unveiling of two very special jerseys, allow me to share a story that taught or reminded me of an important lesson that occurred 20 plus years ago. My wife and I were hosting a family gathering shortly after we moved into a small side-by-side house. The front yard was about as big as this stage. But to get outside the house that day, my brother and his two boys, who were about 3 and 5, and my daughter, who was about 2, we went outside with a mini soccer ball and had some makeshift goals, and we had a soccer game. And no word of a lie, but within 5 minutes, there was 10 kids from the community that just showed up and started playing. And what I learned that day, and have been reminded of, was a lesson that has stuck with me, and that is that the power of, that sport has special powers. It has the power to introduce people. It has the power to make friends. It has the power to unify groups of people with a common purpose. And that lesson has never left me. I am so blessed, as is True North as an organization, to work in the business of sport. With that privilege, we have the opportunity of seeing, hearing, and feeling that unifying power of sport. And in particular, we are so proud to partner with WASAC and a host of other community groups to develop a number of fantastic logos. And this year, expand that great work that started last year to include putting them on specialty Winnipeg Jets and Manitoba Moose jerseys for 2 nights of hockey that will happen later this month on January 17th and 18th. Beyond the great look of the logos, and in particular putting them on the jerseys this year, we are even more pleased with the reaction, support, and encouragement from all Winnipeg Jets and Manitoba Moose fans, and all the conversations that have started and advanced. And as we'll see in a couple of moments, the collaborative team effort of Letitia and our creative team and the retail teams of True North has resulted in stunning jerseys. And more importantly, and it is my hope, that the unifying and healing power of sport allow for more conversations and more understanding as we cheer for our teams together. And so without delaying any further, can I direct your attention to the screens and the presentation of our specialty jerseys that will be proudly worn during the warm-up of Winnipeg Jets on January 17th and for the entire Manitoba Moose game on January 18th. Thank you.
And all right, here's the jersey unveil, everyone. Nick Wakush and Alyssa LaValle. Turn around, turn around. So there's a couple people I want to acknowledge. Alyssa's grandmother happens to be the Kukum at WASAC, which means grandmother in Cree. Elaine, can you stand up? Elaine, can you stand up? The WASAC Kukum. So our Kukum did the ceremonial puck drop at last year's game, and I do want to do a special acknowledgement here today because I don't think anyone would be more proud than to see this moment than Elder Don Robertson, who we had do the ceremonial puck drop last year and just recently passed away. But I know that he'd be so incredibly proud to see what we're doing here today. So now, what I want to do is for an ending here is we're going to try to attempt this, but we want to get an amazing community picture here together. So there's a couple rules on the picture, okay? Because we've got a lot of media here and a lot of people are going to put this on social media, we hope. So the first rule when we do this picture is, one, you got to look happy. Don't ruin the tweet, okay? And the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to, instead of saying cheese, we're going to go 1, 2, 3. Instead of saying cheese, we're going to say chief. You got it? Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to get the young girls and our models to come on the floor. We're going to move the chairs. We're going to get the girls. You're going to see the hashtag Miigwech. The young girls are going to have the hashtag Miigwech. Are they coming on stage? On the ground here, which means thank you. We're going to get all of the students to come up, and we're going to face that way. So all the people here, we're going to try to get one big picture. So we start moving the chairs here, guys, so everyone can fit up here. If we can get the team at True North to come up. Rob, put Nick and Alyssa in a spot where they're together. Come on stage then, so people can see it. Alyssa, come on stage. Okay. Come on stage where people can see you. All right, you got to be in the picture, everybody. Make sure, move here in the picture, True North team. Move up here. So as we're doing that, I want to let members of the media know that we'll be able to do interviews after the picture's done. And we're also going to be having a pizza lunch, a community pizza lunch, right after this is done. Okay, members of the community, move in here. Move in here. One sec here, guys. Yeah, push him up. You guys go right at the front. Okay, right at the front. You guys move in here behind. Move in here behind. All right. All right, guys, move in here behind these girls. Members of our community, True North. Guys on the left, move in here. Move right in. Move right in. We need one big picture. Don't be shy. You got a t-shirt. Display the Moose logo, the Jets logo with pride. Move in here. Okay, let's do a warm-up here before we do it. You got to look happy. Move in here, everybody. Move in here. On the count of 3, let's yell Miigwech. You got it? Let's give it a try, but be loud. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, man, that's weak. Come on, guys. All right? Like I said, remember, pretend you just won at bingo. You ready? On a count of 3, let's do Miigwech. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Miigwech. Awesome. Okay, one more time. 1, 2, 3. Miigwech. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Miigwech. Awesome.